Alright, we are back. It's Shapeshifting Detective. Maybe this time I'll actually finish the thing. It's not supposed... I remember it's not too long a game. But last time, yesterday, we exhausted all our options. So let's see what's next. I am sucking on a little candy here because my blood sugar is low. I think I visited everyone as Sam, so let's move on. See who we can go as. Let's just go one by one, I guess.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
I'm a crazy man. Nope. 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 Yeah, this will get a little tedious. It's weird playing this game. You'd swear FMV games were long dead, but nope. Yep, right.
Hello.
Nope. Nope. When Violet's around, clear the room. Nope. Nope. Oh wait, it doesn't say. Okay. Nope.
Do you believe Tower can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
What does that matter?
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Oh, I suppose it has a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
What does that mean?
Ron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
Well,
What would you do about Alice?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
A few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them?
When it comes to interdimensional space weirdos that may not even exist.
Killing them? Restraining them?
If we lock up the killer until Mercury tells us Ellis is safe, that could work. But who is the killer?
Alice.
And the Traveler is like supposed to be possessing the killer or something? Who is the killer? I don't have a lot to go on. I kinda doubt it's Chief DuPont.
Violet.
Violet isn't giving me a good alibi.
Violet.
I can believe that. Maybe we should tie her up.
Maybe. Okay, anyone else? No? No? No. Oh, hi.
Who are you? What are you doing in my
I
house?
just want to talk.
Get out now before I call the police!
Okay, do it. Man, people don't usually do that in games. In Zelda, I can just go into people's house anytime I want. Maybe she'll talk better to this
Hello.
handsome, not insane man. Sorry about the noise. Nope. 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 Oh, so she has no problem with me being there? What does Rain have that Bronwyn doesn't have? Alright. No. 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 I'll try this one and then see if anything happens when I switch back to Sam. No. Pretty empty over here. Nothing new to say. Maybe I need to go in the cab for the next chapter. No. I'll do this just for a refresher. That's why it's here, right?
We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Rain's confirmed he met Alice at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night.
You said you did.
No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Okay. Okay, who was next? We did Ellis, so let's see if Zach gets something out of someone.
I think we should break up. I think we should break up.
That would be out of character. She might get suspicious. Was not. I think they should, but I don't want to risk it. No, no, no. You never have the option to visit them. You never have the option of visiting them while you're disguised as them. All right, one by one. No, nope. Let me test something. Okay. Nope. 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 Oops. Nope. Nope. Okay, so we've exhausted everything. I assume we have to be Sam now. Maybe go to the cab. Alright, let's start all over again. Yeah. Oscar, no. Zach, no. Ellis, no. Boy, what an exciting live stream. Guess I gotta tell her this.
I don't really want to.
We're okay.
About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. Cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue.
Iron.
And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me.
Isn't blood described as tasting like iron?
It's happened 5 times. Even on clozapine. Get that strange
Clozapine.
aura, then I'm gone. I tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal. No. I have certain flashbacks.
Yeah, well, if this seems like crazy talk, but
It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners,
and this isn't
Being-
nightmares.
experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations. Suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts. Bruises. Memories.
Okay. Is that all I needed to move on? I guess it's plot relevant.
It's 9 o'clock and
Okay.
you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Yeah, but like... Usually killers only target someone who benefit they'll benefit from killing, you know? I don't I don't think a lot of them are gonna go for random killings, not usually. Also, why is the driver driving on the passenger side? I almost forgot about that. That's weird. Alright, finally, we've moved on. Let's see what we can find out.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news.
Yeah.
Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts.
They always say technicality and don't really go into details in these fictional stories. It's hard to get off regarding murder, if you ask me.
About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
Okay.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions, it's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
I remember this one police interview where the policeman told the suspect that he's free to leave at any time, and then the suspect made sure. He said, like, so I'm free to go? I can just walk out? Okay, I'm gonna go have my lawyer contact you. And then the police officer just, like, said, nope, stop. And the guy was like, you said I'm not under arrest. And the police said, you are now, sit down. So was he allowed to leave or not? God. Hello, weirdo.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest.
Well, we have the option.
Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
When I can't tell you. Alrighty, Alice.
You're the detective.
Oh,
Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her?
What's that face? He looks like he's giving me the people's eyebrow permanently.
Dennis Piper, or Victor, as he's now known. An over-affectionate fan that read one too many Lovecraft novels. Tried to sacrifice Alice, would you believe? Lucky I was here to save her.
He's overacting.
Yes, Dennis became Victor and moved to Sweden under the witness protection scheme. That's a whole other story I don't know about. We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things.
Okay.
Heavens no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends, that's all.
I can believe that.
Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe, that was her idea.
I know what Poe and Monroe is. It's a radio show.
She has all the best ideas. The Free Radio Project as well, that was her doing. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor's surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house.
So, like, spam giveaways. Yeah.
That's cynical, detective. Not at all.
No?
We aren't the only show on the radio.
Fair enough.
We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago.
Ah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger?
Can I choose an option that doesn't make me sound like a crazy person, please? No?
Tarot?
Yeah.
Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by?
Was it Chief DuPont?
No, I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions.
Aren't they not allowed
we
to
said
leave the
we'd
hotel?
think about it.
I get the feeling this is going... I don't really care about August, but...
You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August?
Yeah, no.
Then I won't bore you with it.
Thank you.
Although you're missing out on a superbly bloodthirsty tale.
This is really the place for interviews.
On that
What
note,
we do in the
I
lobby?
should probably get back to the booth. The show
You're in
must
the
go
booth.
on. Death threats.
There's a microphone
Yeah.
right there.
Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
It's now 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's
Here's
all we
your
need to
August
do, talk to
update.
him.
Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station.
Aliens?
Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10
Violet
o'clock with
did.
Poe.
Well, kind of. Maybe. I mean, she could be delusional whack job, but...
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing.
Ghetto.
Aliens will be normal right now.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Ghetto doesn't do that.
now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Alice Monroe?
Alice Monroe. It's clearly one of these wacky people. And I don't think they're going to be able to... I don't think... If they chase her down, we'll know it's them. So... let's have her go as bait.
Good call. If she's not here, she can't get hurt.
That too.
I don't understand. You're staying here, but you want me to leave? Where should I go?
Well, I mean, I kind of want her to tell me. It's not like I'm the killer, but... just get in the car and... We didn't have a plan? Can we give her a hotel out of town or something? No?
Are you sure this is a good idea?
No.
How do we know the killer doesn't have a car?
Well, that's the thing. If the killer has a car, that means they won't be here. And if they aren't here, we know who it is. It can't touch you.
Why do we think they'll even come to my house? My head is spinning. I'm gonna have to trust you, Sam. Don't let me down.
Alrighty then. Okay. Let's see. Does anyone want to come in? Is something gonna jump out at me?
Sam, it didn't work.
Ooh,
Alice
that's
is
the
dead.
scariest thing imaginable.
We found her in
Fuck.
a lay-by off the main August High Road. Strangled. Same gold coin in the mouth. How the hell did this happen, Sam?
Who left?
You need to get back to the guest house straight away. Those tarot readers say they have another target.
Who left? Who left?
It's 11 o'clock.
New alibi.
My good friend and co-host
They took
Alice
the bait.
Munro has died. Her life was ended a short while ago by, we think, the same person who murdered Dorota Shaw.
If I
I know
changed into
that you are
Alice, would they have
shocked,
tried to go for me
devastated,
and assume she was still
heartbroken
home?
by this news. As am I. There is nothing more I can say. I hope you will join me now in a minute's silence to remember Alice Munro. I have no more words.
Man, I would be more distraught than that. Yeah, sucks. I'm not gonna skip it in case something happens. Did he say a minute of silence? I feel like I'm gonna be rewarded if I wait through this. Ah, ooh, my gut hurts. So yeah, the Beautiful Joe anime. Perfect, huh? Screen's getting darker. Okay, nothing happened, I guess.
Sam,
Was it you?
I have some bad news. We've done a group reading.
Oh,
And it's
not
you.
this shit again. Next target?
I don't know, Sam. I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him.
Who has a car?
You should go, Sam. Be careful.
First things first, we need to know who was gone when Ellis was.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet.
So?
You've given me a lot of evidence.
What?
Enough to
No one's
arrest
attempted
someone.
to kill me yet.
But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, you've all got to sleep at some point.
Oh, is it time?
I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest?
Oh boy, here it comes. I need more investigating. I want to see where everyone was. Jeez.
During that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were
Okay.
Rain, Zach, and
Zach,
and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name.
Okay, so the people he couldn't work out were Violet, Zach, and Rain. The top three there. Let me think. Who doesn't have an alibi? I think all three of them don't. But here's the thing. One of the things that was not optional for Violet was her tasting metal. And that could imply that she's either tasting blood or tasting a gold coin, which might have something to do with the murder. So, then again, I barely know anything about Zach. They're all suspicious as hell. Oh, the other ones are... I think the other ones are... Oh, no, they aren't. Okay. Let's go with Violet.
Violet, are you sure? Fine. Okay, I trust you, Sam. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'll get the paperwork drawn up, we'll get Violet in. See if we can't get a confession to something.
Okay. So, let's arrest the perpetrator and go out for drinks. Damn it.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well
I don't
done,
want you anywhere in
action
my
killer
room,
Violet.
crazy man.
Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
No, I'll scream if
It's
you come
1
in my
o'clock in the
room.
morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer.
Close? I thought we just got her.
Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude.
I wish I knew where
I
this
see
footage comes
things
from.
in shadows, behind doors and under
It looks
desks.
like some kind of
I hear the chattering of teeth
wax vat.
and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats.
Man, he's
I
in
can't
kind
go
of a good
on.
mood after his partner died.
I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Alright. Did we get it right?
Sam! It's you.
Oh, hi, crazy
All
man.
tied up in my photography studio. Sounds like we're going to have a great session.
I don't think we are.
I must say, you're a bit of an idiot for not getting Chief DuPont to arrest me, but fortunately, choices matter.
You're an idiot.
Now I have you in my studio. And no, before you ask, Violet doesn't know. She's far too sweet for all this killing.
Huh? You killed people?
Oh, Sammy, you want the whole foot-long explanation. There's no time for that. Those women are sluts.
Uh-huh.
Dorota with her naked legs wrapped around the cello. We all know what that's shorthand for. Preening and makeup, practically begging me to have sex with them. And then when the offer comes, their legs close together like horses.
You're very strange.
They're all whores, Sam. We're just
Aren't you
haggling
all
over the
about
price.
photographing whores?
Not just that. That's the reason the police would go after. No. Those pictures I took of them. I saw things in them you shouldn't see. Flashes of death and gluttony. Hideously grotesque things. Those photos told me to kill them.
Okay, you're as crazy as you're
Well, yeah, I wouldn't kill any old whores. I'm not Jack the Ripper. I'm going to kill you.
Oh, okay. Well, what if I transfer my head into a gun? Okay, I think I can get out of this if I transform into the right thing. I need to think about what. If I change into him... He said he doesn't want Violet to get involved in these killings. But then again, he's also clearly a misogynistic douche. If I change into him, maybe he'll be crazy and see that he's a bad dude. I'll try Violet.
Oh my goodness. It's not my photos. They were capturing things truthfully, but only I could see them. Violet? You were Sam all along. No, wait.
I'm Violet.
You're not Violet. You're an alien, aren't you? No, no, no!
What the?
So, you let him get away. I'm disappointed, Sam. First you choose to lock up the wrong suspect, then you let the real killer
Maybe if
disappear.
Paid
God
more attention
damn
to
it.
people in the...
It's fine, it's fine. I'm glad you're okay and no one else is dead. Let's talk
He
this
won't
one
get
to
far.
experience, shall
We
we?
got him.
I'll catch you in the morning, get some sleep.
Well, that was the shape-shifting detective. He got away, but if you know murder suspects, they can't get far. They get caught kind of easily. I'm a detective genius, obviously.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive.
I'm not glad to see you, and keep Rain away from me. I'm not convinced he's not a killer. Did I win?
Enjoy the journey, Sam. Don't think of
Why?
things as ending. Something new is beginning. Zach's still missing, but Chief DuPont will find him. At least that's what I'll tell myself to
will.
sleep at night.
Murder suspects are kind of... Not always, but... It's not hard. Sorry for what?
It's not your fault. What could you have done differently?
Kept an eye on
Bye,
you
Sam.
people while I sent Ellis away, which we
I'll
apparently didn't
catch
do.
you on the flip side.
At least not fully.
Sam, I'm so glad you're here. When I heard, I got so scared. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I'm falling for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives.
Yes, we can. But, nope. Move on with our lives.
I see. Nice thing. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Heart wants what it wants. Perhaps you should go for a while so I can have a little cry. I'll be okay though.
I don't care.
Sam.
Fuck off.
You're safe.
No,
Thank
no,
Christ.
don't hug me. Don't hug me.
Sorry.
I should
don't know where
punch
that
you in
came
the
from.
face right now. Fuck. Kiss him. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
I should one-inch
Been a lot
punch
of death
him.
going around. Look, however this pans out, I just wanted to say thank you. Chief DuPont was going to screw everything, but you kept it all together.
I should have had you arrested.
The riot was stopped.
It should have been you.
But there's tens, if not hundreds, going on all the time, so we got to keep going. I don't know if Bron asked in the end, but I hope you're coming with us.
No.
I really do.
I'm going nowhere with you.
Sam, you win some, you lose some. You're still alive, so we'll call this a no-score draw. Zach won't get away. We're looking everywhere for him.
Yeah.
We'll find him, and justice will be done. Sam, I don't know what you do or how you do it, but you get answers that most people can't. Can't have you work at the station for obvious reasons, but I do want to work with you. Sam, these are for you. It's a little office just next door to the laundrette in August. August, you're home now.
Is there going to be a sequel to this game? Thanks, Chief. You're cool.
And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
Yippee. Alright. And that was the shape-shifting detective.
I am Dorota. I am
hi.
21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard.
Oh man, I missed the name
I just
of Chief
love
DuPont,
cello.
I
I love all string
Rupert Booth,
instruments,
that's
but
it.
cello
That's the
is rich
Rupert
and
Booth.
deep and soothing, at least to me. No,
Like I said,
cello is my hobby. But my
this
real
game kind of pulls a
passion is
river where the killer can be one
it's
of
silly. It
I wanna
sounds
say
silly. Well,
somewhere between 3
I would
and
like
6
to build
people,
a
maybe
time
5.
machine. I know. But it is possible.
Because I played this game before
I
and
think
Rain was the killer.
people make mistakes.
As if he
they do
wasn't
things they
looking crazy
regret
enough this
and
time.
They say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you?
No.
Because you did well.
Thanks.
And you know what happens
I get
when
a
you
cookie.
do well?
I get paid. I get a new office. What?
Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
Am I getting a firmware update? Maybe. Maybe. Secret debriefing.
Debriefing
I don't remember this.
3204, Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human?
Yes.
Debrief complete. Agent ready.
Huh?
You can go.
Okay, I'm not sure what that was. But yeah, Shapeshifting Detective, we kind of solved the case. I showed off my genius intellect that way. But alright, anyone who was watching this, thank you for joining me. Pretty nice little FMV mystery game. Some of the acting was a little questionable, some of it was pretty good. I would definitely recommend it though. If you know, for a cheap price. I got this for what, $3 on sale? So check it out. Yeah. Even if you see me playing it, remember that you might get a different result and different options.